Previously on Rain Man. But this guy, like, he'll be walking around, then all of a sudden he drops to his knees. But here he is walking.
Oh, God.
Father of two, Dale Decker, suffers from a rare and seemingly incurable condition that leads to him suffering up to 100 unwanted orgasms a day.
But that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's an actual
It's a
syndrome.
thing.
Wow.
He got it in 2012. He slipped a disc in his back while getting out of a chair and says his life is ruined by the condition. The 37-year-old said, imagine being on your knees at your father's funeral beside his casket, saying goodbye to him, and then you have 9 orgasms right there while your husband is standing behind you.
Oh, man.
It makes you never want to have another orgasm as long as you live.
Oh,
There's nothing
wow.
pleasurable about it because even though it might feel physically good, you're completely disgusted by what's going on. He added, if you're in public, if you're out in front of kids, it's disgusting and it can break you real fast. He said it happened to me at a grocery store, and when it was over, there were around 150 people looking straight at me.
What if his daughter brushed up against him? Would that is that
Too far.
Is that
too far?
incest?
Too
Is that
far?
incest?
Too far? No.
He can't help it.
But can you?
So awkward.
Teen masturbates in hockey penalty box. Mom complains in a Dear Prudence advice column.
That's 5 minutes.
Yeah, penalty.
He's constantly getting penalized, dude.
Penalized.
Major penalty, 5 minutes.
Like during a game? Or
Yeah,
like,
Oh, wow. That's ballsy. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
wow. I hope they got the power play.
So, the coach will like, listen, son, you need to quit high sticking the players. I'm like, I can't. I can't stop.
Like, so did he whip it out and like just
Yeah, here,
go
I got
for
it here. All right.
Slashing for 2 minutes.
Aw, hooking? What about hooking?
Yeah, hooking. So stupid. A guy finds a very valuable magic card and goes nuts.
I saw this on YouTube.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, it's titties.
Holy God.
It's titties.
Yeah. No, that's better than tits right now.
That's an album freaking Lotus. That's a... Holy...
Excuse me?
Why are people get so excited?
Honestly, though, my question is, how important is this card for 27,000?
What does it do? Can we look it up and like see the magic powers it has? Like, does it freeze the whole like? Does it freeze like your whole like
Should I
deck or
send a
something?
distress signal to
Just to
Brian?
freeze your whole deck, but you can tell you don't know anything about magic cards.
Should I send a distress signal
Oh,
to
excuse me,
Brian?
Maggie. I can tell you know nothing about
Oh,
magic cards.
excuse me.
You can-
Excuse me.
You could only freeze the whole deck with a magical Whopper Stopper card. The Rain Man Show contains adult language and discussions. If you're easily offended, do not continue to listen.
From the Cave of Wonders and recorded live in the presence of gods, where heroes are forged and the weak perish. We welcome you to the Rain Man Show.
What's your name?
Rain Man. Rain Man. Rain Man.
Fuck you! That's my name!
Rain Man.
Set up, double-crossed, and left for dead. Fuck me? No. Fuck you.
Rain Man.
Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
But the few who remain, battle to the last. No one has ever known the getting of freedom.
Oh, yeah! You wanna find it?
everybody. This is the Rain Man Show. Rain Man Digital. First live show for Rain Man.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit out of my mind here.
You're a bit nervous?
So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna need the assistance from everybody out there in Radioland listening. If we cut out, if we're overmodulated, if there's any type of things that just sound weird, you know what? Shoot me a tweet at Michael_Flores or at Rayman was here and let me know ASAP. The chat room's great, but there is way more people listening live than in the chat room, so I think we'll get better feedback on Twitter. Michael_Flores, hit me up if there's any type of issues. First off, I want to welcome everyone to the Rain Man Show. I think we should, right? It's almost like a rebirth, right? Wouldn't you say, Tony?
Yeah, it's sort of like riding the bike that you put away in the garage for a while.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. There is a different type of energy in the live shows, but I enjoy doing them.
I sort of miss it.
Yeah, isn't there a whole bunch of intensity? It's a lot different.
Oh, dude, I'm sitting here. I'm super fucking excited to be back.
But that's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pretty much, if we fuck up here, that's
yeah. Well, I can't censor out your racist jokes.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, that means you have no control. Then you can't edit us.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure all the listeners have missed my rants.
Yeah. Well, I have a dump button now.
Oh, okay.
No, I know.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Do you imagine? I have 5 computers right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 4 that are working right now. And imagine if I'm trying to work a dump button as well. I doubt that would even happen.
No, that wouldn't fucking happen.
It's like you're in front of like that set of computers in the Matrix. That's what Mike is right now.
By the end of the show, I'm going to be dead of cancer. There's lots of radiation going back. In fact, I need a hazmat suit.
You do?
Yeah, much like Kim Kardashian's hazmat suit she's wearing to prevent herself from contracting Ebola.
Oh, right, because it's just out there for you to catch.
He's already slept with Kanye West, right? So
yeah.
It's too
oh man.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Someone tweeted that to me, like, man, you got to talk about this in your show. Like, she's actually contemplating buying an entire hazmat suit, and she's going to walk around with it for real. I'm like,
dude, you got to be, dude, that's okay.
What land do you live in?
Like,
seriously.
Look, okay, everybody.
Is there a suit big enough for that butt?
Probably not.
No, they probably have to tear down, part of the Barnum and Bailey circus tent just to fit her ass.
There you go.
Jesus.
No, one of those things you use when you are going to get rid of termites in a home. They put
pop tent.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you have to get a pop tent. Yeah. No, that dude. Honestly, the whole Ebola thing. A friend of mine, she works in a hospital, and they did a briefing on Ebola and the screening that they have to do, and then somebody came in, and they're just like, they're asking all these questions about Ebola. They go, like, you can catch it just by touching somebody, right? Oh yeah, that's the same with AIDS. I'm just gonna touch Tony on the shoulder.
So it's the same like cooties?
Yeah, apparently.
Dude, there's so much misinformation pertaining to Ebola. Like, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert here, but it's almost kind of hard to get the real facts on it because literally you hear something new about it
every 20 minutes.
Yeah, single. I mean, even the CDC has backtracked countless times on it.
Yeah. Well, because they don't. Whenever somebody goes in and they think, oh, this person might have Ebola, they keep them quarantined for maybe half a day, and like, yeah, you know what, you really don't. We're just gonna let you go.
Yeah.
And then they die or they get more people infected, and it's like, look, if the
you
person
say it's so callous and so casual, like, yeah, then they die, and then more people come, and
look, okay, yeah, fuck them, all right. But no, that's the thing. Is like if somebody get they might have it, quarantine them until the tests come back.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these times you read the articles where they get released, they never do a test. They don't do a blood test. They just go, oh well, the symptoms look like the flu.
Yeah, I think
go home.
We are getting very biblical. I think the next thing we're going to see is somebody's going to contract like leprosy.
Dude, what they should do is when you go in for Ebola, they test you like the test in the thing. They take some of your blood and then they take a hot piece of metal and they poke it into the blood. And if it blows up, you're dead. Fuck you, you're gone.
We're one step closer to a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's what I
just kind of switching gears for a moment. So again, the reason why we even did the live show today was to make sure that you guys out there that are running the beta version of our new Rain Man digital app that is available for iPhones and Google or Android based phones. It is available, so we're running beta tests. If you guys are listening on there and you have questions, concerns, I think I'm going to have Clint on. Clint actually figured out how to work through some of the kinks himself. That guy's a genius when it comes to the iPhone. So I'm going to probably have him call in about an hour, and because I know I got a couple messages from people that were wondering why they can't listen when they close the app. The audio turns off as well, and it shouldn't work that way on my phone. Like as I'm listening to it right now. Oh, it sounds so good.
Wait, hold on. Marshall in the chat room brought up a fact.
About what?
About CDC estimates that from the 1976 to 1977 season to the 2006-2007 flu season, flu-associated deaths range from a low of about 3,000 to a high of about 49,000 people.
Wow.
Marshall, do you work for the CDC?
Wait, he said flu? So
flu-associated deaths.
So his point is that the flu is more scary than the Ebola virus.
Right.
Makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Thank you. You just basically squashed over entire topic. With facts, damn you.
It's the show killer. He's back.
So, anyways, like I said, if you're having problems with the app, I think we'll try to get them worked out in about an hour. Clint will call in and try to walk us through getting rid of that audio stoppage that happens when you close the app. Tony, you're using the app, right?
Yeah.
Is the audio play when you close the app?
I noticed that, I thought it's just my iPhone, but I noticed that when I minimize stuff on my iPhone, that, the audio cuts out, even like when I'm listening to Stitcher.
Oh, really? You might. That's a whole other issue with your phone. I'll talk to you about that off the air. But yeah, there's a setting that you need to do. There's restrictions that people put on their phone.
My question is, can I install the same app onto my iPad?
Yeah, it's not made for iPad, but yes, you can. Okay. I am working on an app as well for iPad that will be available by December. Right now, I'm trying to focus on just the mobile devices, the phones, I should say.
Because, the reason why I ask is I know that some apps, they both can be loaded onto the iPhone and the iPad.
Yeah, it can be loaded. It just, you may have some issues with it that you don't have with the phone itself.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, here we have a few different things. I want to jump into, let's see. Also, I totally forgot. I'm dropping the ball here because I'm not used to these live shows. But we are continuing to feature the music of Loud and Swain, which is led by the actor Rob Benedict, which I did have an interview. If you listen to the previous hour, the show was on replay with his interview.
Excellent interview.
Yeah, really good job by myself, I must say. Yeah. I'm a regular Barbara Walters in the making.
A jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Now you see the speech impediment.
Yeah. Does she have? Oh, she does, doesn't she? What a great career though. The fact that she has a speech impediment that is very noticeable, and yet she's managed to become one of the best broadcasters, interviewers, in the last 20 years, last 2 decades.
Oh yeah.
So good for her. But let's see here. We'll have music by Loud and Swain later in the show. But first, we have this audio that I think it was sent to me by one of our listeners. I want to say it was Johnny 5. I want to say, or one of the listeners here. But I'm going to pull this up here. This was circulating the internet. I saw this about a month ago, and I was going to pull it for the show, and then just kind of totally forgot about it. But apparently, there's a video here that's been circulating recently again on how to have cyber sex on the internet.
Wait, is this like cyber sex as in Demolition Man?
No, that would be
Damn
cool.
it.
Courtesy of the 90s. Now, I guess there's a video, which I'm going to post this video in our Invasion Force group page for you guys to see later during the show. But, all right, here we go. And again, it's set up much like those. Remember, we've all had those terrible jobs. We got to go to the HR meetings, and you watch those dated videos that they never upgrade.
Hello, when you come into work, remember, you work with all facets of people. Now, when you come into work, at home, you might be a total pussy hound, but when you come into work, you have to treat other coworkers with respect, male or female. Case in example, here's Johnny walking up to Barbara.
Hey, Barbara, those are some nice sweater hams you got there. You want to maybe pop those out at lunch for me so I can get some cream from my milk?
Man, and they're all dressed terrible. Like the woman's wearing a purple shoulder pad. She looks like she's a football player with those mean old shoulder pads.
Dude, that's the fridge right there, bro.
It's miserable. But let me see if I have this audio now, because now you made me lose it. How to have cyber sex, courtesy of the 90s. This video is amazing.
You've heard of computer sex, but is there really such a thing? Absolutely. Having sex with an online partner is easy to learn. I'll show you how to reach a cyber sex climax.
I guess there was a need for this in the 90s when the internet, when Windows 95 came out, if you're old enough to remember that, and it was such a big deal because more and more people had PCs. You know,
well, they should have really developed, talk to type at that point because, it's really kind of hard to type like, oh God, while you're diddling your fiddle.
Oh.
You've heard of computer sex, but is there really such a thing? Absolutely. Having sex with an online partner is easy to learn. I'll show you how to reach a cyber sex climax. We'll also visit others who have mastered the art of...
A cyber sex climax. I mean, isn't that just like masturbation?
No, it's totally different, Mike. It's totally different.
Is it now?
It is.
What makes it different?
Because once you come, you hear the Windows sound, like whatever the Windows noise was.
You try to time it to that.
or
the Windows chime.
Yeah, or the Apple startup. Like,
oh man.
One-handed typing. So let's get started.
Oh, that's funny. It even uses that one-handed typing.
Wow.
Here, we're going to teach you how to one-hand type. You're going to be a one-hand typing wonder. Sounds like the next Robin.
One-handed typing. So let's get started. So I'm just kind of gonna get a general idea of who's here, what's going on. Now,
and she's sitting so far back in her chair, like she's ready to put her hands in her pants.
Is that
like
meditation music?
let's see if we can find someone interested in having a little cyber sex. But I'm
This is terrible audio.
very horny.
Oh,
for trading purposes.
For some good.
She's not a very good typer.
She's doing it one-handed.
At this rate, I would come in 2 hours. She's I'm taking my pants down. Oh yeah.
Well, this whole system was developed by Stephen Hawking, so that's why it's it's just hello. I would like to see your vagina, please. Oh, open your pants, please.
Cyber sex.
I'm looking for cyber sex.
Are you interested?
So polite as well. I mean, they really treat you the politeness, the ethics of asking someone to have sex. You got to say, you got to ease it in.
Well, this is before Google, right?
Yeah.
When did Google start?
I think this video shows how we've kind of degraded in trying to woo a woman into letting us into her vagina.
Well, this was her wooing somebody.
I know, but I'm saying it goes both ways. Yeah, now it's just like, hey, you got a dick, I got a vagina, let's just go, okay?
Oh. That music is miserable. Elevator music, that's not sexy.
And she's really hammering those keys, too.
Yeah.
Interested?
Now she's naked and her top's off. She's wearing...
jeans.
She's wearing mom jeans. She has her top off, and she has the old school blacked out strip sensors covering her no boobs.
Okay. And click send.
And click
and wait
send.
for response.
The only issue here is whether or not she's on a dial-up.
Well, there's nothing to worry about with chat. I mean, chatting was very easy.
You're saying
back
it's
then.
the 90s. Dial-ups were still back then.
But that's now if you were exchanging pictures, that's a 2-hour process.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. You remember that, man? You would get the head. I mean, could they at least start with the feet at least? But you know what I mean? Like
you keep hitting the refresh button.
When you were a kid looking at porn in the 90s, it always started with the head first. I'm like, it would have been nice if a perverted computer programmer actually thought this out and said, you know what? I'm going to make these types of pictures load from the bottom up, or
from the center,
and maybe
so you get the tits and the vagina. You don't give a shit about the head or the feet.
I think they should have done a George Lucas wipe, from the center.
And the next thing you know, your mom picks up the phone and breaks the connection.
Don't go nowhere. The Rain Man will be right back. And now, the worst singer in the entire universe.
Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, that's good stuff.
The Rain Man Show. see it.
49% geek, 51% douche.
This is Star Wars from the Baka Tank exclusive.
Luke, give me your Apple password. Yes, your thoughts betray you, especially for Jennifer. So, you have naked pictures of Jennifer Lawrence. Your failure as a human being is now complete. Obi-Wan was wise to hide it from me. Maybe your sister has your password. If you will not give me the fappening photos, then perhaps she will.
AdamandEve.com. Everybody should be going to AdamandEve.com. Right now, they are giving out 10 free gifts. They're giving you 10 free gifts with your first purchase. You buy one item at the regular price, and you get 10 free items, plus a sexy surprise for her, adventurous new toy for him, plus 6 full-length DVDs. So you buy one item, you get 10 free gifts, a sexy surprise for her, an adventurous toy for him, and 6 full-length DVDs. Also, they'll be paying for your shipping, so there is no shipping. All you do is buy one item. Go to AdamandEve.com, and at checkout, enter DEAL30. The universe of Rain Man never stops. Bookmark RainManWasHere.com/RainManChannel001. Listen to the current week's show on replay anytime on the 24-hour channel. Rain Man Channel 001.
I'm just saying.
The gorilla.
Christ.
You must follow us to the diamond mines. Tim Curry.
Yeah, but they're 7 inches. And hold on. The average condom length is 7 inches.
Okay.
So
the average length of a man over there is what?
Well, in the Congo, it's 7 inches. Let me find out what Ugandan penis
Okay,
size
now you
is.
got to remember, is this flaccid?
That's what I was going to ask.
No, this is hard.
Okay.
This is hard.
Well,
What did you Google to find that information?
You need to share it with Mickey.
Well, you guys want to know the hard truth about penis size around the world?
Tell us the hard truth, Brian. I want the hard truth on dick size. If you take my meeting, sir.
Brian Smith thrusts himself into facts.
Brian with nightly news.
God damn it, it's in centimeters. I can't read this shit.
Giving it to us straight and hard.
Google a conversion system. You can find the length of hard dicks all across the world, and you can't convert centimeters into inches.
Relive your favorite moments with shows from the archives and be entertained.
You didn't know this, dude?
No, I love Rodriguez, and she's putting fucking Lady Gaga.
I think she's gonna do
scenes are already filmed, dude. They put out the movie poster's been out all over the net for a week.
All right, give me some music. Give me some music.
What kind of music?
I need some music. Lady Gaga music.
Oh, Jesus.
And give me an echo too.
We're gonna try this again.
Yes, I need an echo. I got it. Hello, 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 my little monsters.
Don't yell though.
I have just been cast in a movie by the director of movies such as El Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, that movie with Frodo and Usher that made no sense.
What?
So, I don't know, Lady Gaga, go dress in an egg suit. Is she going to dress as an egg suit and Michelle's going to stab the shit out of her and serve her up as an omelet? I hope. Bookmark RainManWasHere.com/RainManChannel001 and look for the Rain Man app coming soon to your app store. Back from the dead, after near-death experiences, two paranormal investigators search for answers about the afterlife in Destination America's Ghost Stalkers. Actor Chad Lindbergh, best known for his roles in Fast and the Furious, October Sky, and Supernatural, nearly died at 7 years old and since possessed a sensitivity to paranormal activity. In the premiere episode, Whisper Estate, reports of violent hauntings, goat-like demons, and bizarre shadow creatures drive Chad Lindbergh to investigate a possible ghost portal at the Whisper Estate in Mitchell, Indiana. Ghost Stalker searches for answers about the afterlife, October 19th on Destination America.
You're listening to the all-new Rain Man 001 on Rain Man Digital.
We're back. Rain Man Show, Rain Man Digital, RainManWasHere.com. You can find all of our shows, past, present, and in the future, on Stitcher as well as iTunes. Just search Rain Man. If you're listening on the web page and you don't want to, or you're listening on your TuneIn app, you can also send me an email, and I can send you a link for the Rain Man Digital app. Lots to get through still. We haven't covered anything. Nothing. I have a couple news topics here I want to get into. So, patient woke up from a colonoscopy.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Wearing pink panties.
Oh, jeez.
So he got this done in Victoria's Secret?
Yeah, apparently. I wonder if he woke up feeling sexy. So the story of let me turn that off. A story of a hospital patient waking up after surgery in a woman's, and it's off. A woman's unmentionables just got mentionable. Andrew Walls, 32, claims that the Delaware surgeons who performed his colonoscopy dressed him in pink panties while he was under, obtained, there was a lawsuit. According to a lawsuit documents obtained by the News Journal, an attorney for Walls, who was an employee at the Delaware Surgery Center in Dover, called the incident an outrageous prank by Walls' colleagues.
They're easier to fist if they're knocked out.
Oh,
there we go.
Of course.
Makes sense.
What would you do, Greg, if you woke up with panties on?
I think the first time I'd be like, I would have screamed, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And then I would go, "Who the fuck did this?" And then the moment the nurse walks in, "What's wrong?" I'd be like, "Look, bitch. Who the fuck did this?"
You know what?
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
The thing is this: first thing I would look at, I would probably. What would be worse? The fact that they're pink? Would you be okay with possibly them being black? Maybe a black G-string, if you will.
I don't know. No, I mean, if they're not comfortably, holding my balls and cock in place, I'm gonna be pretty pissed.
As long as my organs are still there.
Yeah, I mean,
if I don't wake up in a bathtub full of ice, I'm not gonna be.
Yeah,
that,
then I'd start panicking. Then the pink panties are the least of my worries.
Yeah. I mean, that whole entire ordeal to begin with, having a colonoscopy, is pretty embarrassing. I mean, it's something that I'm definitely not looking forward to doing when I get to the age where I have to do it. I mean, I've heard stories where guys are just have anal leakage for the next, 2 or 3 days. That's not cool. Anal leakage is never cool.
Especially if you get to see
Greg's
it
nodding his head, doesn't want to say anything.
Especially if you get to see it on YouTube the next day.
Oh. Hey, John, you got to see this video of this guy who just got a colonoscopy. He's got a major fucking anal leakage, bro.
Hey, that's me.
And then it's you. Yeah, he's like, holy shit, that's me, dude.
Yeah, the doctor has to pull back the pink panty in order to get it up his ass. He does it real sexy. Hey, come in here. Let's get a nice little close-up on this.
If you're watching it on YouTube and you say, is that what my ass looks like?
I really hope, the doctor that did this has, an English accent or did one when he was sitting there, if he filmed it. Just in here, just going, all right. Here we've got a patient down under... Oh, Australian, my bad. Here we've got a patient down under anesthesia. Right here, I've got a pair of my wife's pink panties. Let's go in and put him on this bloke and see how he feels when he wakes up.
Crikey.
Crikey's going to be pissed. What is he, a Muppet now? Well, I guess when you get a colonoscopy, you're pretty much as close to a Muppet as you can be.
All right. So when the plaintiff initially presented with his colonoscopy, he had not been wearing pink women's underwear. Well, obviously, come on. It could be a work. It could be a scam. Who knows? Although I don't know if I would be willing to.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Yeah. Let's see. He says, he did at no time did the plaintiff voluntarily, knowingly, or intentionally place the pink woman's underwear upon himself. The suit reads, the alleged prank, which occurred in 2012, led to Walls losing his job over severe emotional stress. What a pussy. Come on. You lose your job over emotional stress.
I'm traumatized.
I mean, would you be traumatized waking up with pink? I would be pissed off, and I'd probably punch the doctor out. But I wouldn't be traumatized. I mean, I've put on panties. Who hasn't? Come on, back me up here.
No way.
You're on your own that one.
Never for kicks and giggles?
No.
Oh, come on, guys.
No.
Oh, man. Several news outlets attempted to reach out to the surgery center, but Delaware surgery director Jennifer Anderson declined to comment Wednesday, saying, we just found out about this yesterday afternoon.
Wait, are they just like the NFL now?
Yeah, exactly. You're going to find out they knew about it all along?
Yeah. We just found out about this yesterday. Okay, we really knew about this for weeks. We're sorry.
All right. So, and that's all there is on the article. There's nothing else.
Really?
Which actually leaves me wanting more. So that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Now, this is the best article ever, man. These were all sent in by listeners. Cemetery hopes 5K right. I can't even get through this without laughing, man. I mean, who Cemetery hopes 5K race actors draw new customers. Okay, so they're hoping that this 5K race that they're promoting for a cemetery will draw in new customers. Now, I get it. We all understand it, but that headline is fucking idiotic. Come on, guys, we need to get more people in these plots. We're doing 2-for-1s.
Welcome, everybody, to Johnson's Cemetery for the first ever 5K plot run. I mean, fun run.
Fun run. I would actually like to talk to someone who actually, 5K race, wow, it's cemetery. They have great deals on plots. It's a 2-for-1. I'm going to buy one. Do people actually buy plots in a cemetery ahead of time like this?
Yeah.
Do you actually see a commercial or an advertisement and think, an extra plot in the cemetery?
You know what me and Marcy are doing this weekend? We're going to go down to the local cemetery. We're going to take a look at some plots, maybe pick a couple out by a nice tree, We don't know yet. We just want to be prepared so that when we die and when our bodies are rotting in a fucking box, we can at least have something nice around us. I want a fucking Viking burial when I die. Just burn my fucking body in a boat on a river.
That's the way to go.
Dude, why not? That's the way that singer from Gore went that way. It's fucking epic.
Did he really go like
that?
Yes,
he had a fucking Viking burial.
Wow.
Is there any anything legal that could prevent you from being burned and then going out into the water?
No, you're in the boat and you go out to water and they shoot arrows at you and they light you on fire.
Can I do that outside this little pond out here, this little river outside my home? You know how they have those little lakes?
Oh yeah.
Will they allow that?
Maybe, I guess. I don't know. It depends on your homeowners association.
You'll probably have to
I gotta check the fine print, I think.
Fill out a proposal or something like that.
In the fine print, no Viking burials. Oh shit.
The goal to Cemetery in Central Illinois is embarking on an unusual marketing campaign that includes a 5K race. Yeah, unusual keyword here. Includes a 5K race and actors dressing as people buried there. Oh, come on. Are they dressing as famous people then? Like, hey, Marlon Brando and his lard ass was buried here, and you should too.
Well, it says in the photo caption, it says actor Charles Brown portrays Peter Sommer, the founder of Keystone Steel, who lived between 1843 and 1920.
That is the worst marketing scheme I've ever heard in my life.
Especially if they're just you're like, if you don't dress them up as zombies,
like what if
they're just normal? Like this is what I look like when I was alive, but I'm buried in this beautiful cemetery.
Yeah, What if Michael Jackson was buried there?
Oh,
like come on, bury your kids next to Michael. He could touch them all throughout the afterlife. Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant.
And see, we don't just bury them next to Michael. We're basically gonna dig a hole right next to his coffin and just kind of slide theirs right in, so that they're touching for the afterlife.
Yeah. We'll leave a little hole so he can slip his hand through. His hand. You guys, come on.
Pass off some Jesus juice?
Yeah. Tony's going to want his ass backed up against the side with a hole.
Yeah. And it'll be marked insert here.
Oh, man. All right. So
and then his gravestone's going to read, "Here lies the sinister fister."
The goal is to encourage more people to buy lots at the Springdale Cemetery. Bob Manning, chairman of the management authority at the Peoria Cemetery, told the Journal, 10 events will be hosted this month in an effort to diversify the appeal of the sprawling East Bluff property, he said.
Oh, wow.
We know if we get people back into the cemetery... We know if we get this whole thing is just lame. We know if we get people back to the cemetery, they're going to be amazed at its beauty. Actors from the Prairie Folklore Theater kicked off the initiative by portraying people who have been buried in the cemetery since it opened in 1857. Visitors were able to meet the famous locals during walking tours. They have attracted people who probably wouldn't normally visit the cemetery, according to Manning. Who visits cemeteries? Do people visit cemeteries? These are all questions that must be answered.
If you go to a cemetery, if you're going to go visit a cemetery, you're obviously going to visit somebody who's died there, who's buried there. But I don't ever hear anybody going, you know what I want to do today?
Yeah.
I just want to go walk around a cemetery. Oh, is your family member buried there? No, I just feel like walking around a cemetery. If I ever hear somebody say that, you are one dumb fuck. I'm sorry.
You imagine someone coming up to you and like, do you have your burial place thought up yet? I mean, that's just something. Yes, it is a legitimate service. It is. I mean,
it's a business. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I understand everyone needs to be buried someplace, so I'm not bashing them for that. But it seems like they're going way. Everyone knows where cemetery's at. You know what? Your father died. Chances are you're going to be opening up that Yellow Pages, if you still have one, or Googling the cemetery in your area. I mean, isn't that how you're going to find a cemetery? I honestly don't see how this is going to bring their revenue stream up by doing all these ridiculous events to get people there.
I don't understand what. There's something like I wonder what the meeting was to start planning these events to get people to come back. The fuck?
Oh, it's a chat room probably.
Oh, where they're just like, hey, you know what, guys? Listen, we've had a lot of down. Like our revenue is down. Nobody's coming to visit. The kids aren't coming to the Sunday matinees where we dig up dead people and make them do puppet shows.
Yeah.
Let's go advertise over at Dallas. They seem to have this sort of a problem going on in one of their hospitals recently.
Look, let's give everybody that has Ebola a 2-for-1 special, okay?
Now, something Tony, one of our listeners, Greg Schultz, sent a list of ideas for a bit. Because remember we were talking about bits for you, Tony?
Yes.
About, fisting and song. We were working on an Ebola. What was an Ebola song we were doing with you?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Well, there was an idea that was started going through Twitter, hashtag Rainman Show, about parody bits for Tony, and that I should start making little bits, kind of like what Greg used to do on the show, involving you. And these are the top names of bits for you. It goes to show that these listeners know who you are.
So much love.
Is this something you want? Do you want to be known as King Fister? Is that something you really want? Is this like
it just happened by accident?
So, listener, I feel like we almost need music for this. For these things here. Let me
it's
give
nice
me a second
to get
here.
a grip on things.
Oh God.
So stupid.
Greg, do you wanna lend a hand on this?
No.
You know what?
I like for the fact that the first two are one's a movie name and the one's the name of an anime from the 80s.
I like the first one.
You have the best voice for movie voices. I think it should probably be you.
Was doing this?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to shut my chat room.
Boy, somebody's just putting us down the toilet in that. Oh, that's Marshall.
Yeah.
Marshall found the noises.
Oh.
He's obviously not interested in the show.
No, I think he found the. He's the only person I didn't even know we had sounds. So congrats to Marshall for finding those fucking sounds.
Yeah, please don't let the mystery be known.
Too late.
I like the first one though.
The bong.
What's a good song for this? You thinking?
I don't know.
How about 2001: Space Odyssey?
That sounds good.
Yeah. All right, let me pull.
So
that
you want me to do some movie voices? Just come up with a bullshit for each of the names, or
yeah?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, hold on here. Let me see if I can even pull this up.
Jeez.
I think
Tony, just like all of these are just so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I almost not gonna lie. I was drinking coffee. I think yesterday when they were sent to me, and I choked just because I didn't expect it. They're not like balls to the wall, like funny, but when you're not expecting it, and the fact that people like love the fact that Tony just keeps going back to the same water over and over, but it works.
It works.
Talk about beating a dead
It
horse.
shows that our listeners are very informative.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Let me see if I got this here.
Don't let me down, Greg.
Oh yeah. No pressure on this one.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done some bits. So
when does this song start? Oh, here we go.
Okay, we ready?
All right. I think we're ready, Greg. Go ahead and go down that list. You need to make each of them count, Greg.
Each of them count? All right. Got to make sure I have my water open. Coming in 2015, Tony Sabal, Family Revenge. Tony Sabal plays Mr. Fister in Fists of Fury. He's a man on a mission. His family's been killed by the evil Americans. He's going to fist them all to death with his Fists of Fury. Coming 2015.
I don't even know who would be
in
that.
IMAX.
Oh, God.
What's the synopsis of that film? I wonder if there's a porno made with that.
There's gotta be.
Fist
I
of
swear
Fury?
to God.
All right, what's the next one?
All right. In 2016, we see the apocalypse and the future 20 years from now. Tony Sabal plays Kenshiro in Fist of the North Star. He's back, but he's not using martial arts to defeat his enemies. He's fisting them to death.
And you know what? That one, it didn't even need to be changed. It's just a perfect name.
It's perfect.
That would make perfect sense.
It was
to me.
awesome.
In Dolby Stereo.
Jesus. Dolby Stereo.
All right.
So you can hear the fisting in surround.
All right, we're not done. We have
we're
more.
not. No, we're not. New from Matt Groening, who brought you The Simpsons. Futurama comes a space adventure of epic fisting proportions. Fisturama. Tony Sabal plays Fister, the robot who can't stop fisting humans to death. Bite my shiny metal fist with your ass, humans. Coming 2017 to a TV screen near you. Fisturama.
Fisturama. Was that one? Fisturama? Or are you ad-libbing a bit?
No, that is what Fisturama was.
I think I like that one.
We need to cut that and put that in a bumper.
Fisturama.
All right.
What do you think of these so far, Tony?
I like it. Greg's doing a great job.
Look, he's all happy.
Yeah.
Tony's all finally living.
I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like going, when can I see these movies?
I'm finally somebody, mama.
I'm a Fist of the North Star. I swear to God, I was going to be something someday. I told you, mama. I told you, daddy, I was going to be something special. And God golly, Michael made it happen. I found my position in the show.
Top of the world, Mom. Top of the world.
Jesus. All right, we're doing the next ones. All right. If you like Bruce Willis in the Die Hard series, wait until Tony Sabal and Michael Bay team up for Fist Hard. Tony
Sabal, motherfucker.
Don't worry, I got this. Tony Sabal plays Fist McLean. He's on a vacation. He's in the Bahamas, and then terrorists attack. But the only way to beat them is with his fists. Watch out, terrorist assholes. Your ass is about to get fisted hard. Tony Sabal in Fist Hard, a Michael Bay film.
That's too much.
Yeah.
It's a trilogy.
Yeah. No, he did all 4 of the Die Hard films.
there, yeah.
Oh, he did? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
There was a 5th one. Is it there? Maybe he didn't like that one.
Probably not.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah.
Is there another one?
There's Beauty and the Fister and then Fist Wars.
Beauty and the Fister.
Cue that music. I want to do Beauty and the Fister.
Oh, my God.
That we got to do
But you
that
have
one.
to do it in a Disney sort of way.
I love it.
Yeah, no, trust me.
I love our listeners, dude.
Wait, cue up, get the Beauty and the Beast music from Disney. Look, I love Disney, but if I'm going to go to hell, I'm going to do this full blown, all right?
Which one do you want? Do you want Be Our Guest or Barely Even Friends?
Oh, Barely Even Friends. That's perfect.
I forgot the name of that
God,
one.
we were going...
Beauty and the Beast.
It's. I think it's just called Beauty and the Beast.
Barely Even Friends. I have to sing it to know the...
Then the fisting begins.
Hold on.
God.
Oh my
I don't know if I could even find it. Oh, Tales of Oldest Time. That's
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jessica Lansbury herself.
Oh,
here we go. Sorry, Disney. Please do not sue us.
Shit. Okay. Disney Animation brings to you a new tale of love, a tale of woe, and a tale of fisting.
Oh.
A fairy tale told throughout time. A beauty wanted by all and loved throughout the land. A fister, a cursed beast, cursed to fist anything that comes in his way. What will happen when this beauty is held captive by this fister? We can only imagine, and only Disney can bring you Beauty and the Fister, with music by Angela Lansbury and Hans Zimmerman. This summer, 2014, the beauty will be fisted.
With open arms.
Don't go nowhere. The Rain Man will be right back.
First thing in the morning, I'm as equally frightened by the end of the day. I got sand in my pockets, it kinda weighs me down, but I'm happy and holy and free. Smoke fills my belly, I drink in my lungs. Well, I may not be an addict, but I'm turning into one. I got a voice in my pocket, it kinda weighs me down, but I'm happy and homely and free. Happy and lonely and free. There's just one way that I need to be. I took what you said and I put it on its feet. If this is the day, just let it be. Like the heart goes, like the heart goes. Just because I'm sad don't mean that I'm unhappy. Because I'm a sinner don't mean I'm not a saint. So I stay under covers, longing for none, till I'm happy and lonely and free. There's just one way that I need to be. I took what you said and I put it on its feet. If this
All this week, we're featuring the music of Loud & Swain. The four-piece Los Angeles indie group Loud & Swain makes music best described as a combo platter of classic, alternative, and hard rock. Fronted by lead singer and actor Rob Benedek. For more information on Loud & Swain, please visit facebook.com/loudandswainmusic.
I once spoke to a meter maid. She said she liked to work but not the pay. Writing tickets while you run away, afraid. I said hey to a polar bear. He said he liked it here but not over there. That's what it's like inside a dragon's lair. The ice is fading back. It's like teaching architecture to an Eskimo. You can show him everything you know. You're still gonna build it out of snow. I'm gonna take my long division down to Mexico, where I can divide all night. I said hey to an astronaut. He said he wishes he could pick his spot. He said he likes to go out a lot and not quite make it back. It's like teaching architecture to an Eskimo. You can show him everything you know. You're still gonna build it out of snow. I'm gonna take my ticket and kick it down to Mexico. Yeah, I'm gonna fly all night. Around the world, and I've seen what I need enough to know what I mean. I got this ticking in my mind, and it's about time. Well, alright. I set the record with Joan of Arc. She knew her destiny before that spark. She got her orders and she played her part. It's like teaching architecture to an Eskimo. You can show them everything you know. Still gonna build it out of snow. I'm gonna stand with my feet deeply rooted to the ground below. I can survive all night. It's like teaching architecture to an Eskimo. You can show them everything you know. You're still gonna build it out of snow. I'm gonna take my long division out of Mexico. Yeah, I can divide all night, all
Hey everyone, I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for the ongoing support. Each and every week, Rain Man grows more and more, and you can help us continue to grow by sharing the show with a friend. Also, visit our advertisers, Adam and Eve, Dollar Shave, and Backstage Casting by just going to rainmanwashere.com and clicking on the links. You can also follow the show on Twitter at RainManWasHere, and by retweeting and favoriting our promotional and show tweets, you help our show gain more recognition. Thank you, and keep listening. And don't forget to share the show.
Hey, ass butt.
On Facebook. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing because we're running out of time, but she basically alluded to, she said she loves our show and she looks forward to listening every week. You guys rock. Then she went into kind of defend Supernatural season 6 and 7. But what I want to say is I hope we haven't come off saying, I hope when we do make jokes about season 7. There's things that are completely enjoyable about season 7.
The biggest thing for me was between 6 and 7 was the waste of potential.
I mean, Dick could only save so much of that season.
I mean, he's only so big. I mean, maybe if we touch him or poke him a little bit, maybe he can get a little bigger. But he can't carry the whole season.
I almost snorted.
Give Dick a break.
God,
I mean, I know you wanted to keep going, but sometimes you can't keep going.
Sometimes they need, 15, 20 minutes.
Hey, sometimes Dick only gets so big.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
That is it.
Lost all credibility.
Yeah.
Dean doesn't look sexy at all in that promo. He looks tired. He's done. It will only get worse at the season finale nears. Hashtag SPA.
No, you didn't read it right. You try now, Tom.
Only get worse as the season
You read it like a diva would. Ready? And action.
Dean doesn't look sexy at all in that promo. He looks tired. He's done. It will only get worse as the season finale returns. Hashtag SPN.
Let me go take another selfie.
Well, listen. First up, if you're watching the show only because, listen, I know the women love Sam and Dean, and I get it. They're good. That's why they're the draw for the good. I get that.
Makes sense.
But when you're pissed off at a show because Dean isn't sexy anymore, I actually, before I call these people out, I give them a chance to redeem themselves. I'm not being a bully to them. I actually sent her a tweet.
Okay.
And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, I play dumb. And I play dumb. I said, I love when actors can get down and dirty and not care what they look like anymore and actually, get themselves ugly and haggard for a performance. Because that's what Dean looks like. Dean looks haggard because it's the performance that he needs. He needs to look like he has bloodshot eyes. He needs to look like he's drinking. He needs to look like there's a toll, something's taking a toll on him, because if he just looks all spry and giddy like he did in seasons 1, you wouldn't even believe that he's going through anything. So
you need to reflect.
This is a troll.
Yeah.
This is a troll because he doesn't even look sexy anymore. And yet he does look sexy.
He does. He looks sexy as he's puckering up on that bourbon bottle.
Carry on my wayward son.
Don't miss the all-new Supernatural fan show, The Crossroads. Available on Stitcher and iTunes. Search The Crossroads.
Have you ever wanted something so bad that you do just about anything for it? Well, that's exactly how we feel about you. That's right. AdamandEve.com wants you so bad. We're giving you 10 free gifts with your first order. You heard me right. That's 10 free gifts to spice up your love life. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, an adventurous toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. That's 10 free gifts for you shy types who've never tried Adam and Eve before. Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, a sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code DEAL30 at checkout and you'll get all 10 free gifts, including free shipping. That's offer code DEAL30. That's DEAL30 at adamandeve.com.
All right, we're back. Rain Man Show, Rain Man Digital. Also, Rain Man 001. I think there's way too many Rain Mans. Rain Man Show, Rain Man Digital, Rain Man 001, it can get a bit confusing.
Definitely too many Rain Mans. Definitely too many Rains. Not too many. Too many. No, only need one.
So in about a minute or so, we're going to jump into some more news bits. Something I want to talk a little bit about The Walking Dead, but first, should be getting a phone call here in a moment from Clint. If you're listening, Clint, go ahead and give me a call here. He's going to talk about the app and make sure it's working correctly, and also kind of walk through some of the issues that some of the people have had. He'll make sure you fix it or help you fix it. He's going to be our tech support right now for everyone listening with the app. And if you're not listening on the app, just bear with us for a few minutes. This is the whole purpose of this live show, is to work through the kinks. So yes, give us a call, Clint.
That's your cue, Clint.
Whoa, Clint.
We want to thank Blake for he loves the SPN show too.
Okay.
So thank you, Blake, for listening.
I need to log into the chat.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, because
he's calling. Hold on. 10 seconds here. Hello, Clint. Clint. Hello, Clint. Hello.
Oh, God damn it.
We can't hear Clint for some reason. So, Clint, try one more time. If not, we're just going to move on. Try one more time, Clint. Maybe his phone's muted. Do you think his phone's muted?
I don't know. You're the one in charge over there, so.
Yeah, you know what? Call one more time, buddy. We'll try it one more time. Because, we heard the ringing. So if we heard the ringing, we should hear him. So it's not coming from my end, I don't think. Unless for some reason I am on a new computer right now. I'm on my new Mac Mini that I got.
Oh.
Yeah. Always upgrading. So stupid. So he'll try one more time. But one thing, The Walking Dead, we talked about this last week. Do you think this show is quite possibly the most overrated show? Would you say that it's extremely overrated? I mean, okay, last week, here he goes again.
Here we go.
Let's see if we can get him. Hello, Clint. Hello, Clint.
Hello?
Hey, buddy there. What's up, dude?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear us?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you just fine, Clint.
Well, awesome.
Great.
Well, I guess maybe I don't have the mic set up on here appropriately. That's all right, Clint. No problem, buddy. We'll try next time. Sorry to waste your time. But anyways, so getting back to the Walking Dead thing. I mean, okay, for the premiere, you guys remember it was 17.5 million live for the season 5 premiere, okay? Now, after the DVR numbers and all that's said and done, it got bumped up to 22 million viewers for the season 5 premiere. I mean, they're on their 5th season. Most shows usually start dropping in ratings as the years go by.
What kind of numbers would you compare that to?
American Idol numbers. I mean, those are American Idol numbers, and that's usually mainstream bullshit like CSI, NCIS, all those dumb shows that I don't like. The network shows like a CBS, ABC, and even them, they average 13, 15 million, which is really good for a show that's on AMC cable. Okay, a cable channel, yes, a basic cable channel, but you're clocking in 22 million. Do you think this show is just going to keep growing, or do you think eventually, what season do you think that you predict that it'll finally start dropping? Because it's not like this show is cutting edge in writing. The writing is kind of ho-hum. What do you think? What would you attribute to the fact that this show keeps growing and growing and growing and growing?
I think it's.
It has to be more than the zombie.
It's marketing. No, it's their marketing.
More than the zombie obsession.
It's their marketing. It's the fact that they're whenever you go online, you see all the different stories from, is Norman Reedus' character really gay?
Whoa.
Everybody's I gotta watch and find out.
I hope. Stick that crossbow in his ass.
Oh God.
These characters, it just seems that the fans really relate to them, or they're just enamored with these characters.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then also too, Norman Reedus himself does a shit ton of his own social media promotion.
Yeah.
So
you think it's as simple as that?
Dude, I mean, honestly, because
there's lots of shows. Look at the CW shows. A lot of the CW shows do. I mean, that's in their contracts now. I mean, they do. I mean, even Cinemax shows, Star shows. Many of these networks now are putting contracts with these actors and producers and writers saying, "Hey, you guys must do live tweets. You must tweet. You must be active in social media." So, I mean, a lot of shows are doing it. So I don't know. I don't understand the obsession, because it is a good show. It's not a bad show, but I don't know if it's deserving of 22 million viewers. I mean, it's funny for how great the show is, and yet it's never been nominated for anything. Has it been nominated for an Emmy for any of the actors or writing?
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, some people might be like, "Oh, it's not about the accolades. That doesn't prove that a show is good." I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think shows that are good when it comes to television, I'm pretty. I might question the Oscars a bit. Some of the Oscars are a bit ho-hum, the ones they pick a lot of the times. But with the Emmys, you can't disagree with Breaking Bad, Veep, Orange is the New Black, even to a degree that one show, the doctor's wife, or what's it called, the lawyer's wife,
Good Wife?
The Good Wife. Even that, I mean, you can look at it, look at the writing, look what they put into it, and you can kind of understand. It says something to me that this show is a mega hit, and yet it's never been nominated for anything.
Do you think that with going back to The Walking Dead, maybe it just says something about the zombie genre, that it's here to stay?
It could be, and also it could be the fact that it's a horror movie. Everyone likes horrors, and not everybody likes rated R things. Even though this is rated R, in my opinion, some of the stuff they get away with this. But I think you get a lot of average people who probably wouldn't go see a gory ass horror flick in the theater, and you see them checking out The Walking Dead.
No, when I worked in a comic book shop, and the show started, everybody was coming on like, oh, I just saw the TV show. I heard it was based on a comic book. Like, I want to read the comic now. And these people that would never come into a comic book shop, and all they buy is The Walking Dead. I mean, legitimately, they'll burn through all the books that we had that were out, and they're just like, I'll just wait for the next one. Oh, well, you might no, I just want Walking Dead. That's all they want. Then they go back to whatever mundane lives they were leading. And watch Walking Dead until the next book comes out for them to read, and then until the next season comes out.
Yeah, this obsession, I don't understand. I would like, what I would really like to see. Some people might say it's retarded and an overkill, but I would like to see some type of study done on what makes The Walking Dead tick.
That'd be interesting to see what, why.
It is an interesting topic for me. But also, do you think, because we actually talked about this on other shows as well, this whole Daryl thing, and I don't want to get too inside Walking Dead for those of you that don't watch it, but, I mean, turning a character 5 years in, and I don't want to say turning, Frank Darabont has stated, which was the original showrunner for the first season, said that he originally wanted Daryl to be a homosexual male. Like, he intended for that to happen, but he got fired, and it never came to fruition. What do you think will happen to all because the females love Daryl? I mean, do you think it's going to matter, or do you think it's going to affect the show if they decide, hey, season 5 or season 6 down the road, we're going to show you that Daryl, I mean, Daryl's never showed affection to women except in kind of a friend, in a caring way. I mean, so I'm wondering, do you think it would affect the show? Do you think people would stop watching?
Is it important to the show? That's the thing. I would be asking.
Does it matter at this point? At this point in time, does it matter? Like with the zombie apocalypse, it's not like he's got a lot of dick to go get.
So stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
no, but
is it so important to the story itself that he is to be a homosexual?
I mean, they've kind of led it around that I don't want to say there is, I don't want to get into subtext and whatnot and what is and what isn't there. But in my opinion, after they said that, and I went back and I'm like, you know what? I could see some traits of his that are kind of, I mean, why hasn't he sealed the deal with Carol? Why didn't he seal the deal with the blonde girl when he was trapped with her for an entire half season? So I'm wondering if maybe they are leaning in that direction, or they'll make it maybe they won't even ever say it, but that's what they intend for him to be. Because look at Dumbledore, to get really stupid, in Harry Potter. I mean, the writer and people blasted her on the internet about it, if you remember. When she announced after Harry Potter was all said and done, she said Dumbledore was gay. And and people are like, no, he wasn't. He never had a boyfriend. It doesn't matter. I wrote him as being a gay man.
I think, and again, it's with that, like, there's going to be backlash, but it's not like, so say like they come out, they say Daryl's gay.
He comes out.
Keyword. Daryl comes out. He's gay. That there's going to be backlash. There's going to be people pissed off about it. People are still going to watch it though.
You think?
Oh yeah.
You don't think women will be turned off?
No.
By it? Yeah, I guess
because there's going to be women watching going like, I could bet I made him like pussy.
So stupid. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, there are people I've seen with the whole True Blood thing with Eric. With the two blonde dudes, Eric and what are the other the dumb guy in that show? Like, they made them finally make out in the show, and women were posting in these groups saying how hot it was. So then again, who knows? Maybe they won't care. It's a new day and age.
But
2014, it's all good. Anything must go.
Marshall chimed in, yes, it will affect the show. Stop inserting gay issues into every fucking issue available.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we had this discussion on our Supernatural show about the subtext of the gay subtext. Personally, I don't see it there. I don't have an issue with it, with people saying they want to see it, because we all see things in shows that we may want to happen. We all think, when I'm watching a show, sometimes I'm like, oh, hell yeah, he should bang that chick.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's no different than me saying that than if they're hoping that he's a gay man
Well, yeah,
for whatever
well,
reason. But yes, I do think that in this day and age, everything must have a woman lead or a gay agenda, or they must put it in there to suffice some demographic. But that isn't there. The demographic isn't even there.
But what again? Like, and we've kind of already said this in the topic. Like, what does it matter? What does it really matter if he is or isn't?
Yeah,
it's not like you're to sit there and go like, oh, he's got his boyfriend's in, fucking California, and he's trying to get there to make sure he's okay. That's just ridiculous. Like, it serves no purpose in the story of they're zombies, we're trying to survive,
or they won't be able to find a cure unless the scientist gets to make out with him or something like that.
So stupid.
Hey, listen,
but again,
I'll give you this zombie cure. But first, you gotta suck my dick.
The KY's over there.
You just see Daryl just enters from screen left. Like, raise his hand. Yeah, I'll do that for you guys. Rick, don't worry about it. Rick, I got this.
I'll take the bullet.
Yeah, you will.
Literally.
Oh no, but
go ahead.
But Marshall makes a good point. It's that anytime there's a show going, at some point they go like, somebody's like, well, I think that guy's gay, and then the show catches on because some fan makes some fucking harebrained, connection that is not there, but in their mind it's there.
Yeah,
and they're always like, well, maybe we should insert it there. I mean, people might like it.
I like him now because he's brave.
Oh, so brave. He goes down on men, which makes him so brave. I've never understood that either. I mean, I understand it might be difficult to come out of the closet if you're a gay man. Let's set that topic aside for a moment. But even the whole brave thing anyways, I think we're way too easy or fun-loving with that word, giving what that word now does. Brave, courageous, he's a hero. Oh, he's a great dad, he's a hero. I'm like, no, he's a father doing his job. He isn't a hero. That teacher, she's a hero. No, she's not a hero. She's getting paid shitty wages, but she's getting paid to do a job. I think we're very, very free with giving those titles away nowadays.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at over there?
Marshall made another great comment. After how Carol kicked ass last week, she must be a tranny, right?
Troll Reddit for about 5 minutes. You go to Reddit, I guarantee you'll see something in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, they actually made a point to say she wasn't. You remember when that one guy was like, you're a lesbian, right?
Yeah.
She's all, what?
Well, that's what I mean is that, if you're gay, straight, doesn't matter. Like, if that's your preference, more power to you.
There is an obsession.
But
there is an obsession. We've always had obsession with sexuality, but I think more than ever you're seeing it bleed over more and more into entertainment, that we are so obsessed with the sexual orientation or the gender that this person just chooses to identify himself with. We're so obsessed with it. When Tony said keyword, what does it matter to the story? Yeah. Now, if they make this story for Daryl to where it does it actually adds to the story and there's meaning to it, then I don't think I would have an issue with it. But you can't just do it so you can say, hey, look at. You don't want to to give yourself a pat on the back. You don't want to feel like it's being like lip service from the writer saying, look at us. We are so goddamn progressive. We just made your favorite character gay. If it comes down to being that you're just, placating to what people or certain fans want so you can look like you're, progressive in some way, then yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, well, again, that's,
It's pandering.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Moving into this next news topic, you're going to take over with these news things because I can't, my glasses broke and I can't see. But one thing I think is interesting is a Ninja Turtle a masked Ninja Turtle. Like, don't you have to be masked if you weren't? Yeah. A teenage mutant Ninja Turtle accused of store robbery. Greg, take us away with that if you have it up.
I do.
Okay, go for it.
Ninja Turtle masked teen accused of store robbery. Cowabunga.
Oh.
A Louisiana teen is behind bars after police say he donned a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mask and used a stick wrapped in plastic to rob a convenience store Thursday morning.
A what wrapped in plastic?
A stick wrapped in plastic.
Oh, he didn't even have a real weapon.
Nope.
It should have been shot.
Exactly. Lafayette police say 18-year-old LaCorion de Tron Turner
guilty
is charged with first-degree robbery.
Wait, what's his name again? Lafayette?
LaCorion de Tron Turner.
LaCorion de Tron Turner.
Yeah.
He's Bayou Cajun.
Yeah. LaCorion de Turner. Say that 5 times with that voice.
It's the long-lost son of Ike and Tina.
Oh.
Police say he was able to force his way behind the counter with the stick. He then tried and failed to open the register. Police say Turner fled on foot after taking 2 wallets from underneath the counter. Officer arrested Turner a short time later. It was unclear whether he has an attorney.
He's Cajun, all right.
Chances are he doesn't have an
No.
attorney.
Splinter was unavailable. He was too busy elsewhere.
They followed him with all the trails of the pizza crust or whatever. Now.
Oh, man.
I wonder if Krang will represent him, though.
So stupid. Real life clowns aren't happy with American Horror Story Freak Show.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's pretty shitty this year. I'm not going to lie. Why, you like it?
No, I have the article. There's just funny. You're just like, so, it's pretty shitty.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Clowns of America International are not happy at all with the depiction of clowns in the latest season of American Horror Story. Twisty the Clown debuted in the first episode of the FX series titled Freak Show. In it, Twisty is seen stalking victims, playing with them, and then either brutally killing them, or if they were children, luring them back to a broken down school bus. Michael Jackson. Ooh. Real life clowns, however, are not happy with this image. Speaking to the Hollywood Reporter, the president of Clowns of America International Glenn Kohlberger explains that he's unhappy with the way Hollywood is profiting from the sensationalism of evil clowns. Nobody got pissed off at Stephen King from it, huh? All right. Hollywood makes money sensationalizing the norm, Glenn Kohlberger said. They can take any situation, no matter how good or pure, and turn it into a nightmare. We do not support in any way, shape, or form any medium that sensationalizes or adds to...
I just love that there's a clown that got that got upset.
Colorophobia or clown fear. Yeah,
there's a serious fear of clowns.
It does exist. Maggie has it. She's terrified of clowns. I don't understand it, but it is there. Like, you can't. I just think that that's funny that there's an actual organization for clowns. Here at the Clown Organization, we are very upset.
Oh yeah, they're pissed off, obviously. Yeah,
aren't they always upset? Don't they have sad faces?
They're all sad. Everybody loves a sad clown.
What else is there on there? Is that it for that?
No, there's more.
Okay.
The origins of the evil clown character is still very much a mystery. Some attribute it to Stephen King's Pennywise character, the others to the Joker.
Or the fact that they just look creepy as shit.
Yeah. Some to Poe. In 1849, Edgar Allan Poe penned the story Hop Frog.
Yeah.
In it, a vicious dwarf jester sets ablaze a royal court. It could also be that Twisty the Clown takes cues from the real-life murders committed by killer clown John Wayne Gacy during the period of 1972 to 1978.
Yeah, I would. That's scary. I've read that story.
Oh, the rest of it doesn't even really fucking matter. It's just about American Horror Story.
Yeah. Do you think John Wayne Gacy has a plot in the cemetery? Maybe you can. Do you think anyone was dressed up as him?
He's actually buried underneath the hot dog cart.
Are you being serious?
No.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say he was buried dressed up as a clown.
He could be,
the source of this, I don't agree with the clowns, what they're saying, but the source, this kind of segues over to what my issue is with American Horror Story this year, is I think this show they're being so careful with this show. I don't know if you guys are watching it or not, but they're very careful with what they're doing. Listen, the reason why, let's just be honest here. The reason why American Horror Story Freak Show sounds awesome is because you want to be scared by the freaks. Because let's be honest here and PC, it's uncomfortable. It is the vibe, the essence of freak shows are made to be spooky and to be scary and to be mysterious and look at this, a two-headed woman with 2 dicks. Whoa. That is the whole nature of it. Yet what they're doing with the show, instead of going the direction that they should go and make the nature of the freak show creepy, they're kind of doing the Walking Dead thing and kind of pandering to or placating, saying, "Oh, look, we're not going to talk about any of these handicaps here and use them as a way to scare people. Instead, we're going to give a diatribe. We're going to write a whole long diatribe for one of the lead actors to basically say how we're people too, and we don't want to be called freaks." And that was the focus, rather than scaring the shit out of people and murdering people. To me, they took the cop out. They took the easy way and made a clown who's not even part of the freak show. They made him the killer of the show. And then they made this, regular, rich, Southern white guy who's also going to be probably going to be a serial killer in the making, instead of using the likely, which would be the freaks. Now, let's say it's not PC, but you're telling a story. And I think they're trying so hard to play PC. Don't you agree, Tony?
Yeah.
Do you see that? I mean, tell me you didn't get annoyed with the lead actor's diatribe about how we're people too and how we're going to show everybody. I'm like, oh, come on.
I
just
saw
scare me like the first 2 seasons.
I saw the sort of like metaphor, if that's the right word there, like where some people
for boredom.
Where some people on the internet were saying, they're trying to say that the real freaks, quote unquote, are the normal people.
Right. And that's a very liberal stance to take on a television show, that you should be worried more about telling a story that lives up to your name rather than worrying about what a certain demographic is going to think about your show. Just tell a story.
Yeah.
It's I'm more or less like curious of where exactly they're going to go with these characters.
You know what, man? Honestly,
I think
this
it's
season,
like 2 or 3 episodes in already.
This is how I look at it, Tony. The first season, in my opinion, had some of the best writing in that show. The first season, the second season was my favorite because it's more my thing. Alien abductions, demonic possessions, kind of like supernatural style type stuff. And then you have the third season, which I thought was the best artistically done, was the third season, with the style, the music choices, the editing. But then this season, to me, isn't living up to the first 3 seasons at all in any way. It doesn't mean that the acting isn't great. The acting is always spot on, but the writing is just meandering, and I'm trying to wonder what the story is really about. Besides trying to prove yet again that these people are normal people. We get it that a handicap doesn't make you not normal. What else is in the news, Greg? What else?
Let's see. We have Ebola Halloween costume, sick in a good way or just sick?
There goes my idea.
Yep. As Halloween approached, actually, can we get the Halloween music queued up?
Oh, yeah.
Can we have that real quick?
Look at him getting all uppity with the board now. He's all like, I can't do this without the right music. I need the vibe and the background music.
He needs the mood. Set the mood for Greg.
What, you want the actual Halloween?
Yeah.
Halloween theme song. There we go. Okay, go ahead and start talking.
Okay. As Halloween approaches, some costume companies are hoping to scare up sales based on current events. First, HalloweenCostumes.com tried to capitalize on the popularity of Jasmine Tridevil, the 21-year-old...
Who's that?
I'm about to get to it.
Oh.
The 21-year-old Florida woman who claimed to have had a third breast inserted between the 2 she was born with. Now, BrandsOnSale.com is finding a way to sell last year's Breaking Bad costumes by marketing them as Ebola containment suits.
It's funny. I have one.
You have an Ebola containment suit, Tony?
I have a Breaking Bad containment suit.
But does it work?
It's an actual suit.
Does it actually work, though? Can I spray you down with radiation and will you survive?
Probably not.
Probably not, so I don't want to try.
You're not willing to wager?
No.
The $79.99 costume comes with a face shield, breathing mask, safety goggles, and blue latex gloves, plus boots. Oh, but boots are not included. The costume's webpage promised buyers calls the Ebola outfit the most viral costume of the year and says the wearer is sure to be prepared for any outbreak happens. Holy shit, nobody proofread this.
You know what sucks? Like last year when I wore it, no one gave a rat's ass about it.
Well, because Ebola wasn't here.
About what?
About the suit that I wore for Halloween. I wore an actual Walter White Breaking Bad suit, with the the mask, and like the containment suit. Now, if I try to do that a year later, there'll be some people that are going to say, "Oh, you're going too far."
Do you think that this company has possible lawsuits? I mean, do you think they're going to have disclaimers saying this isn't a real suit? Because there's some assholes, some dummies out there that are going to think this is real, and they're going to try to walk into the parts of New Mexico that are still blocked off that you can't enter, where we tested nuclear weapons. I got my hazmat.
I think I'm hoping. I'm hoping on it. It says it's not. It doesn't really work. It's not. It's not certified or anything like that. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we keep going?
Yeah.
Outbreak? Maybe. Outrage? More likely. But no matter how you feel about the costume, it is only that the suits are not in any way meant to protect the wearer from disease. There we go.
They're gonna need to put that on the suit someplace too.
Well, yeah.
For the dumb. I swear to God, when I bought this here, Ebola,
When I bought this here on their internet, I could have swore it said it was going to protect me from this there disease.
Because the internet is always true.
On the eBay, they promised me. They said that this Ebola suit will protect me from Ebola. It was only $14.99. I just figured I got a good deal.
Yeah.
Carry on, please.
Because people have died from the virus, media outlets like The Atlantic have dubbed the Ebola Halloween getup as the worst costume of the year.
Yeah, I would wager.
Wow.
Yeah. Brands on Sale CEO Jonathan Weeks insists the costume is in the true spirit of the holiday. You can go on any website for a zombie mask for an 8-year-old with cuts and scars all over their face, he told The Atlantic. It's Halloween. It's one day. If people are that serious about it, they don't know what Halloween is about.
I don't have an issue with the Ebola suit, but them trying to justify it, they should just outright say, yes, we're trying to capitalize on the Ebola scare that everyone's freaking out about. Don't try to make up some stupid lie that just makes you sound stupid. And then the comparison that he did is vastly different.
Oh, yeah. However, some people like Philadelphia physician's assistant Maria McKenna think the Ebola costume is sick and not in a good way since 2 fellow medical practitioners have tested positive for the disease. McKenna, who works with post-surgical patients at a hospital, told the Associated Press, the idea of riffing on the crisis for Halloween definitely rubs me the wrong way. Normally, I think that irony and humor is funny, but this thing with the costumes, is it really that funny? I mean, Ebola's not even under control yet. New York Post columnist Kyle Smith is suggesting people not be so deadly serious about the Ebola costumes. Since everybody dies, when we make fun of Ebola, we're just mocking our own fears of death, he said. Pretty much the whole purpose of Halloween is to whistle past the graveyard, to score one small point against the Grim Reaper by having a quick giggle before he cuts us all down with his mighty scythe. What was he trying to write something that was going to get him like a fucking Pulitzer right there? Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, that's enough of this topic. What else do we have in the news? I think we have time for one more.
We have time for one more.
One more.
Let me pull up the last one.
The souvenirs you buy in Africa could be cursed. Is that the one you're pulling up?
Yeah, that's what I'm pulling up right now.
What kind of souvenirs are we
Listen,
talking
I don't need them to tell me with this article. I'm like, I can kind of. I'm going to go ahead and out on a limb here and say, look, if a big bad voodoo lady tried to sell you shit, guess what? Don't buy it. She wants you dead. I've seen American Horror Story season 3.
You mean I can't buy that shrunken head?
I'm totally not going to mess with a voodoo queen named Phyllis.
So what does it say?
Let's see. That's pretty much it. The souvenirs you buy in Africa could be cursed. I ducked into the alley between the aluminum booths at the Ugandan market. A sign pointed antiques. It should have read
keyword
miracles.
Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda.
Yeah, and listen, if you got Ebola, that isn't a curse. That's just your stupidity wandering into the unsafe zone.
Yep.
I swear to God, when I bought this little trinket, I got Ebola.
No, you're in a country that has an outbreak. Dumb shit.
Yeah.
A sign pointed antiques. It should have read miracles. I didn't know what I was looking for, just that I'd known when I saw it. I wanted something irreplaceable and perfect, something to remind me of my work with the refugees and of the woman that this dirty, relentless, and fulfilling work had made me. Okay.
Wait, is that what he said? Dirty and relentless?
Yeah.
Okay, with that attitude, that's probably why you got cursed by the people you had. You probably had some uppity attitude, and they probably cursed you.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't giving you gifts because they loved you.
No. I had been traveling to Uganda with the nonprofit.
Why are you giving me this this doll with his intestines ripped out?
I had been traveling to Uganda with the nonprofit Think Humanity for years now. What started as one-time journalism assignment to the Kyangwali refugee camp in western Uganda had unexpectedly transformed me. Once I saw the terrors here, and moreover, once I saw how easy it was for even a single person to make a profound difference, I couldn't go back to life as it was before. Yeah, sure. I didn't realize at the time that this casual souvenir purchase would unexpectedly transform me again, and because of it, this would be my last trip to Africa for many years. I crept further down the alley to a curious shop that heaved floor to ceiling with statues. Do you have any statues of women? I asked. The truth is, I wanted something shocking too. I was looking for a naked statue.
Yeah, he was looking for something shocking. Yeah, I'll give you something shocking, you little shit. She sure did. She cursed your ass.
My friend and traveling buddy.
Now you'll bleed blood out of your dick for the rest of your life. Yeah, bleed blood.
Oh, God.
You'll piss blood from your cock the rest of your life.
Let's see. My friend and traveling buddy, Reba, had found a set of carved wooden hair combs that vividly displayed a female who had definitely never had a Brazilian wax before. Oh my God. I was jealous, not of the woman depicted, of Reba. I wanted an erotic, naked African trinket too. I was sick of the same old colorful airport kitsch.
I curse you, pervert white man.
I know. Jesus.
I shriek your head.
Yeah, listen, man, I've said this before. I have tons of family in Mexico, and I don't buy shit or take shit from them because there's so much voodoo shit going on out there. I don't even want to imagine the type of shit that happens in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be completely dumb to even... I mean, I think that's funny that he's even surprised. I don't believe in that shit, but I believe there's something dark and evil in some of those things.
Oh, yeah.
There's too many stories not to believe in
no.
something. Anyways, that is it for today's show, everybody. Thank you for sticking through this show. It was a little bumpy and rough. Hope you enjoyed the first live show. Thank you so much. Our numbers were really good tonight for the live show. I appreciate everybody for helping us beta test the new Rain Man digital app. If you are interested in using the Rain Man digital app, then all you have to do is send me a message on Facebook, tweet me at Michael_Flores, and I will give you the link for the rest of this month. And then starting in November, once we get the kinks out, it'll be available in the App Store, in your iTunes or your iTunes Apple Store.
Yeah, the App Store.
The App Store, and then also be in the Google Play Store. I believe that's the name, right, Tony?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Turn my back on superstition. Got the richest burden of mine, but I won't blame it on all the way to sunset. That star that's ready to shine. Nocturnal triumph, I need it so bad. I'm at the mercy of the greed. Let's get the fuck out of this motherfucking hellhole! You have done.